Hi, everybody. My name is Rea Nolan, and I am a voice and speech specialist. So what does that mean? Well, probably the best way to describe the work is to let you know that my day job is to work with students in a local college who are studying theater. I also do a lot of consulting with media personalities who want to learn about issues of communication. I work with actors, sometimes who might want to learn accents and dialects. But my favorite job is really to work with women who are interested in learning more about how they speak. So what does that mean? Well, generally, when we're communicating, there are two broad lines that we need to think about. What it is that we're saying and how we say it. So when we're communicating, what we say is usually part of our thinking function. But the how of our speech has much more to do with where we're coming from within ourselves, our emotional connection to the person that we're communicating with, and often is a function of our value system. So by way of example, maybe I can tell you about a client who has come to me recently. She is a woman in her mid-40s and has always found that she is not listened to when she's speaking. So whether she's discussing with her daughter or her partner, often in arguments or even just in daily conversation, that while she's working to express a thought, often the person opposite her will cut her off in conversation. And she's a little bit confused about what it is about the way that she's expressing herself that isn't reaching the other person. What we do is actually a series of a lot of inward looking work. We're working with a person's posture and their breathing habits in order to really identify where blocks might exist within their vocal function. And by working with deep release exercises, this allows a person to become a little bit more connected to what it is that they're not saying. So it's a roundabout way of saying that often in voice work, what is holding up the way that we express ourselves is the things that we're not saying, what it is that we want to express but maybe don't have the courage or the conscious awareness of as yet. And often it comes as emotional energy first. The work really has to do with a deepening sense of who it is that we are in our inner lives and learning how to honor the inner voice and speak with an authority that is singular and is our own. And for a lot of women, this is work that's not really available out in the world. So I'm really just developing a consulting practice to work with women on issues of speaking with their own authority. So why is it that I feel this work is important? Well, it's my feeling that most of us in Western society have been educated to be very effective, efficient people. But in that process of our education, we've become quite disembodied and are really coming from a place of drivenness. So often the values that motivate our actions are not our own. Why do I think it's important that we learn to live from our own authenticity and authority is that I think that the drivenness in our time has actually cut us off from deeper values that can make our world more open, more accepting, more loving, more soulful. And as the bumper sticker says, we need to learn to be the change that we want to see in the world. And I believe that that begins with each of us. It's incumbent on each of us to be who we are, to have the courage, the vulnerability, and the chutzpah to be our true selves and to bring that forward out into the world. Deputy Nolan? Does he look scared?
No, it looks good.
Okay. Bye.